have here today is the Breville Juice Fountain Plus that we just purchased not too long ago from Bed Bath & Beyond. We got a 20% off Bed Bath & Beyond coupon that if you utilize that, you can actually get the Breville for $119. So that was pretty dope. So what we have here today is we've already unboxed it. These are all of the items that came with it. Some pretty awesome items, and we're going to show you how to put it all together. It's pretty straightforward. That's the great thing about this product. This was actually the juicer that was used in the movie Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, which is why we personally bought it, and let's put it together. So come on. First we start with the base. As you see, the base is a very solid structure. It's metal, chrome plated all around. This is really nice and really heavy, and we're basically going to put it together. So the suction cups there's 4 suction cups on the bottom. So what you do is you just kind of plant it on the bottom, get a firm, just press it down pretty firmly and start putting it together. It comes with this here. You want to put this down first. This is your juice base where the juice itself comes out of, and you will turn it till the bottoms. If you want to come in and zoom in on this, there are 4 points on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this spout will go over this indented point here. So you just line it up with the 4 points that are on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, and the spout. Push it right in. Bam, it's there. This is the grater, which is what's used to actually break down separate the juice from the pulp, as you see. And the neat thing about it is it's got a little arrow on each of the 4 corners that shows you exactly how you should line it down into the juicer. So if you want to come in, my lovely, and zoom in on the juicer base, it's got the 3 points that you'll align. So you just take one of these arrows, find where it says align here, and you just press it right into the aligner and pops right in. As long as you align everything, it pops right in, which is really awesome. Next, you're going to put the covering, which is what shoots the pulp out and keeps it from making a mess everywhere. You just put it in like so. If you notice here, there are some indentions right here along the back part of the spout, and it goes in reverse like this. It doesn't go, although it looks like it doesn't go over like this. It has to go this way. As to how you'll put it in, you just line up you want to zoom in or come in, line up this point right here with this point right here. So it's an indentation on both of these ends where it just connects right in. So if you turn it and push it, it goes right in with no problems. Next is the actual pusher, or the fruit pusher. This is what you use to actually get the fruits and vegetables down in there. And it lines up again. Everything, the great thing about this is that it lines, everything has basically indentions, just like a puzzle piece, where you can kind of see the shape of the first puzzle and you kind of know what needs to go there next. The juicer works the exact same way. So you see this indentation right here, another indentation. There's an indentation actually inside of the juice container right here, and you just line it up with the juicer, with the pusher. It goes right in, no problems. We're almost done here, so let me turn it over so you can get a better view of it. Okay, the next to last piece is the actual fountain or the container. You just put it in again, indentation to indentation right here. And then this is the mouth that will go right over the spout. So you lift this up here, push it right over in there, and it's all in there. It's all good. Okay. Last but not least is the Pulp Container. You just keep the camera on that right there. Last but not least is the Pulp Container. Now they give you instructions in the movie that explained that you don't have to allow the pulp to go straight in here. You can actually use a bag from any grocery store or any plastic bag and use it as your pulp container. And you just put it in like so. Separate everything, you know, get it nice and good in there. Okay? And last but not least, you're going to, now this is the tricky part because you have to kind of jimmy it in because you can't put it straight in. Or another way that might be a little bit easier is to go ahead and lift the top up. Then you just push the receptor right under it, so you kind of hook it in a sense. You want to zoom in on where it hooks in, so you just find the clasp, and then you just kind of scoop it in, just like that. And then you can put the top back on over it. Well, see, that's the thing. It's pretty much explaining that it's best to just go ahead and put the top over it first. Okay. Hold it, and then just scoop your container over it just like that. That way it's a nice airtight, secure fit. You want to zoom in on this right here? This, the bag and everything, nothing can escape. All the pulp will go straight in from the chute. Okay? Then let's plug it in. It's got a neat little hook where you can just use your finger and pull it right out. And it's kind of neat. And just plug it in. Now, got everything in. This machine will not turn on unless this clasp right here is brought up and over like this. Then you have to use 2 fingers or a hand or whatever. Lift the clasp and secure it over. The machine will not turn on unless this clasp is lifted and locked in place. Okay? So now it's going to be very secure so you don't get in there and put your hand in there on accident. I don't know how you do that, but I'm sure there's people that have done that and hurt yourself. So let's go ahead and turn it on. See how it works. I'm going to turn it on the low setting so you can still hear me. The power button is right on the bottom. There's a low and then there's a high setting. The high setting is going to be for your more heavier, tougher fruits and vegetables such as apples, carrots, things of that nature. Your low setting is going to be for your softer fruits, your veggies, celery, any vegetable that's pretty much like really soft to the touch, because you don't want to go throwing in a soft veggie on the high setting or it'll just shoot out all pulp and you won't get a lot of juice from it. Nor do you want to put a hard veggie on a soft setting or it could possibly lock up in the grater as it's on. So let's turn it on and see how it sounds. As you see, it's fairly quiet. This is actually on the low setting, so it's a lot quieter on the low setting. And then when you turn it to the higher setting, it's a little bit louder. Sounds kind of like a blender, but it's still fairly, it's not that loud. You can still hear me, so it's not that bad. But those are the 2 settings. And in our next video, we'll actually start juicing. And so you can see how it works and how everything's set up. And lastly, breaking it down and cleaning it is also fairly easy. You just do everything you just did in reverse. You'll want to start by taking this off. And then in our next part 2, we'll show you how to actually close it because we're actually out of time. But this is a neat little brush that we'll talk about in the next video. It's not a toothbrush. For a goat. It's actually meant to clean the juicer. So, signing out, this is one half of Team Fit Family. It's our tentative YouTube name, and we'll be back.